What's up, babe? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya. If this is your very first time here, today we are going to be doing 2 looks with 1 palette. It has been a while since we have done a 2 look 1 palette video, so here we are. I did get some requests to play with the new JUVIA'S Place by VANESSA collection. If you guys do not know Vanessa, her looks are super dope, sis. You missing out if you don't follow my girl. She just came out with a full collection with JUVIA'S Place. We have a 6-pan palette, and then we also have 2 lippies. We have the Legit Nude lip gloss, and then we have the Naomi lip gloss as well. So we're gonna be playing with this collection today. We are doing 2 looks. You are looking at your more natural, neutral vibe look, and this one is going first. Before we hop into it, please make sure that you hit subscribe below if you have not yet, so that you are updated when new videos come out. Also, make sure that you hit that notification bell as well, so that you are updated when new videos go up. All right, y'all, let's hop into it. All right, loves, so this is the palette. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys real quick before we get into these looks. So at the top we have Extra. This is more of like a shifty pink shade, and I actually was expecting this to be more gold, and I was expecting this next color, Perfectionist, to look like that top color, but this one is kind of hard to see on the camera, but this one on the camera looks pinker than this one, but it's not. This one is more of a goldy pink shifty color, and this one is more like pale pink. And then we have a matte shade, which is BSG, which is our beautiful deep brown matte shade. On the bottom we have Busy, which is a matte light brown shade, I guess, more of a nuder shade. And then we have Slush, which is our like terracotta orange shade. Y'all, first of all, these are swatching so beautifully and super pigmented, so happy about that. And the next one is Akua, and I hope I said that right. If I mispronounced that, please just let me know in the comments so I don't do it again. And this is our matte like pinkish burgundy-ish, I guess, I don't know, more of a pink purple tone. And that is the palette, y'all. I wanted to just show you guys 2 different looks using this palette. The first one is neutral-ish. I was gonna go ahead and do like just a regular like neutral look, but I was like, let's just throw a little pizzazz in and make it a little extra. So this is what we did, and I'm gonna show you guys this look, and then y'all already know the second look is gonna be pink. Don't act like you don't know. I'm gonna prime my eye first, and I am gonna be using my P. Louise base, and this is in the shade Rumor 1. And what I'm gonna do is just squeeze it onto the back of my hand and take my flat brush, which is from Raine, and put that all over my lid. And then with my sponge, I'm just going to blend that out. I do want to make it like a seamless blend with like my eyebrow highlight shade underneath, because I want that to really just look seamless underneath the eyeshadow. So I am taking this angled blending brush. This is what it looks like, and this one in particular I believe is a Luxie brush, Luxie mini angled brush 131. So I'm dipping into BSG right here. So I am going to just start to press that shade in the crease. Now I am going for a lot of pigment. So instead of, you know, going in circular motions and kind of a dusting, more natural look, I am stamping it so that it is really pigmented and where I need it to be. I know y'all noticed the pigment. Feel like we don't have to talk about that a whole lot because it is JUVIA'S Place. We do know that JUVIA'S Place shadows are super duper pigmented. We ain't got no problems with that. So I do want this shade to hover over my lid. So I'm bringing it about 75%. Is that 75%? I guess over the lid, but directly over my lid. Because we're kind of creating like a fake cut crease or like a blended cut crease type of situation. And y'all know I use kind of the edges of it to just kind of dust it outwards, just to make the edges less sharp, and it will help us with blending here in a moment. Next, I'm going to dip a blending brush. Obviously, you guys, I've used all these because I did this eye already, but this is just a blending brush, not super loose. This is a BH number 9 brush, and I'm dipping this into Strush down here. I might have said that wrong when I was talking about the shades, but I'm gonna tap that off, and then I'm going to go into circular motions on the edge of the deeper shade and just start to blend it outwards. I'm stamping the color right on the edge though of that shade and then going in circular motions and pushing it outwards so that it kind of fades out as we keep going. I feel like it's important to first blend it into where the other color is. That way you can start that gradient, which is what we are going for. So now I am gonna take a brush that is clean. I'm actually gonna grab a new one, and it's just a nice big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go around the orange tone shade and just make sure that that is nicely blended into the skin or concealer area of the eye so that it just further emphasizes our gradient. Nothing new, nothing different than Maya has done in the past. So the shade that we're adding on the lid is Busy, which is right here. I'm gonna take the sweeper brush from Sigma. This is their medium sweeper. It's an E54 brush. So I'm stamping it to get the color payoff, and I'm really using this shade to create the shape underneath the darker shade, kind of creating that fake cut crease or that blended cut crease look. So we're going straight on the lid. It is going slightly over my crease area, which I feel like is best. The more you bring that up, the more you look cartoonish, I think, and it becomes less and less wearable. So I like to keep it close to my physical crease that's right there, but a little bit over. That way, you know, you can see it, especially if you have smaller lids right here under your crease. You want to still be able to see this and to see the shape that you created with the eyeshadow. The very last thing that I'm gonna do for this eye is take BSG, and I'm gonna take a small brush. This is a Morphe M508. I'm just gonna take that shade and create kind of like I don't really know what this is called. It's kind of like a liner, but like a shadow liner on the end. I'm going into my Eye Envy Lash Glue liner, and I am gonna go ahead and sculpt this out, yeah. But this is easy to do like an everyday just wash of color type of look, especially with BSG, which is a deeper shade, and the one that's on our lid. Even if you don't go as sculpted and extra as this, those two shades I feel like would be perfect to create like an everyday vibe. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime these lashes, and then I'm gonna pop on my Falsies, and these are the Babbette lashes from Colourpop. I did use this in the last video as well. Sometimes I feel like eyes don't come together completely till you got on a lash, girl. So obviously the focus of this video is the palette as well as the lips, so we're not gonna spend a whole lot of time on face today, y'all, but I know y'all wants to see, so sis, we gonna do it, but we're gonna do it very fast, quick, and easy. Maya's not gonna be blabbing her life away today, per usual. We're gonna keep it kind of quick. So for primer, we're using the Urban Decay All Nighter Primer just to prep the skin, because this is the same face we are gonna keep for both looks. I'm just gonna take off these eyes and start the eyes over, and we are going to go ahead in with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation today, and my shade is Legos. You talking about a thick formula of foundation. Whew, girl, this stuff is so thick. It is super super full coverage and super duper thick. I'm just putting this in dots all over my face, then I'm going to blend it out with my El Maquillage brush. Matter of fact, no, then I'm gonna blend it out with my Juvia's Place brush. Honey, she thick, she thick. I don't use it as much as I would like to, only because it is super thick, and I usually go for really thick foundations like this if I really, you know, if I'm really trying to do something out here in these streets, you know, and really try to bring it. But you know, the way the world is set up right now, I don't be trying to bring it like that. So I'm taking the slightest bit of this foundation and pressing it kind of like right here, because I'm feeling like I'm looking real bare, and that's why it's really important for me to bring my concealer shade down into my lighter shade that I use underneath my eyeshadow so that I don't have this problem. But I think that fixed it a little bit, just made it look a more fluid. So I am gonna also use the Juvia's Place concealer. Y'all know I don't do this concealer a whole lot because I feel like it is a little too warm tone for me, but for the sake of this tutorial with Juvia's Place, we might as well go ahead and use her. I might have to reinforce her or mix her with something that's a little more on the neutral side because of how I feel. A little bit of my Colourpop Pretty Fresh concealer, and this one is in medium dark. Ooh, can't see it. 145 warm. Let it sit down a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out. And we're not gonna go in with a deeper shade around the perimeters and all that stuff. I'm just gonna use a bronzer here in a moment, but I'm gonna set my face with a little powder, Laura Mercier, y'all already know the drill. And then we are going to add a little bit of a bronzer, and this is my Coco Naughty by Fenty. Hold up, y'all, I'm just adding a little bit of a sculpt underneath. Not too much, just a little something to match our looks today. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the under eye for this look, since it's a little more on the neutral side. And when I say neutral, I mean like color-wise neutral versus not super colorful. I'm going into BSG and putting that on the bottom lash line. And this is the same brush I used to do that edge part at the top. Then I'm gonna take a small little pencil brush and I'm gonna go into Stush, and I'm going to kind of blend that out. Same vibe from the top. I'm gonna put on my Sky High mascara from Maybelline, and that's it. So this one is the Legit Nude, and I did add it with the Juvia's Place liner, which is in Cola. And girl, this is bomb. Depending on how I feel about the second look, we might have to do this for the second look too, but you know, whatever. I did forget to put on highlighter though, and I meant to put on highlighter before this, but I forgot. So this is the Juvia's Place highlighter, which is the volume 2, the Try volume 2. And I'm just adding a little bit. So I'm also gonna add a little bit in my inner tear ducts as well. Cause initially for this look, I did wanna use extra, but I told you guys in the pan, it looks a lot more gold. I guess when you do it like that, you do see the pink in it, but I didn't really want it to be like a pink highlight here in the middle. I wanted it to be more of a gold vibe to, you know, match with the more neutral vibe of the eyes and the shades that we used. So I felt like using this highlighter was gonna be a lot better than using that. And this is our finished look, y'all. Let's go ahead and zoom in so y'all can see the finished look number 1, which we are saying is our neutral natural vibes. Obviously it's not neutral natural, but it's a vibe, sis. It's a vibe. All right, y'all, on to look number 2. Y'all know I had to do it off camera as well because, you know, y'all just know how I am. I knew that I wanted this pink vibe because of the beautiful matte pinkish tone here, plus this shade right here. So I am going to prime my eye first, again with my P. Louise base, and it's pretty much the same thing that I did on the first look. But I'm gonna try to do better this time with making sure that I blend this lighter shade into my concealer shade that's coming from my brows. I ain't trying to do that much fixing this time, so let's get it right the first time, girl. Let's go ahead and hop into this. This one is super pretty easy. First shade, obviously, we're going into is this one here. I'm taking a fluffy brush, and this is a Colourpop brush. It's their E17 brush, and I am going to stamp this shade same as I did with the first look, but I am gonna take it all the way around the lid. Remember the last look, we stopped like 75% over the lid, and I kind of want to take this one all the way. But I am also being extremely careful. I even feel like I just messed up by putting it too much right there, but we gonna fix it, y'all. But I'm trying to keep it hovering like right over my lid. That way, you know, the color doesn't spread out more than I want it to spread out. That's how you keep it from, you know, taking over your eyelid. And then I'm taking a brush. This was a clean brush when I used it over here. Now it just has the remnants of the color. This is a Morphe M456 brush, and I am going to use it to just diffuse the lines. We're killing the lines to get rid of the lines of demarcation that we have here from this color. I'm gonna work this a lot right here because I feel like I went in a little too ham with the shade, but it's blending out really nicely and really seamlessly. Y'all know me, I have to say this is my favorite shade in the palette. There's only 6 shades in the palette, so you kind of can't blame a sister, boy, girl. I love this shade. And I do have a couple of Valentine's Day tutorials coming out, guys, so feel free to assume that this is one of them since it is pink. While I'm at it, I am gonna take a brush, a little pencil brush. This one in particular is a Colourpop E10, And I'm gonna go into that deeper shade and put it along my bottom lash line. And this one I am taking about 75% over at the bottom. With my middle finger, I'm dipping into Perfectionist, which is right here. And I'm just gonna rub in that, and we are going to, with our finger, place that on the lid. So I'm pretty much just moving this around. This is something I've done before. Be careful if you have nails, as well as if you have big old fat fingers, which I feel like I have a big finger here in the middle and I'm still using it, but I am taking like the tip to kind of blend it with that matte shade. And y'all, that's pretty much it. If you feel like you need reinforcement, definitely take a brush and dust around. I would say a loose, clean, smaller brush. So like something like this, I would take and dust around where those two meet, but keep it real tight up in there, or you're gonna have these shimmers all up here and you don't want that. Lastly, I'm gonna take this and I'm dipping into Perfectionist, and I'm gonna put it a little bit on our bottom lash line. Y'all know how I am about, you know, having that continuity top and bottom sometimes, and this is one of those times. And then I'm gonna take Extra, which is here, which I feel like will complement us in the inner tear duct today. And that's gonna be our inner tear duct shade. And I'm still gonna blend that a little bit towards on the lid, keeping it mostly right there in the inner tear duct. And y'all, that is her. That is the look, girl. That's the look. We're gonna go ahead and pop on the lashes, same lashes as the first look. And we use the IMV Lash Glue liner. So obviously last on the agenda is the lip gloss. We do wanna go ahead and try Naomi. I don't know if she gonna work with this, just because, you know, when I have eyes like this, that's a little bit more extra in color. I don't like to go too crazy on the lips anymore. I definitely used to enjoy that, but currently I don't do it as much. I kind of want to see what the gloss looks like first without using a liner, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need a liner, but okay. It's not as light as I thought it was gonna be. I am gonna reinforce with a little bit of a liner, but I don't want a whole lot. I kind of just want to just make it more wearable if I go in a whole lot with it without really seeing this brown. I don't know if that makes sense, but I even could have used a liner that was more burgundy based, but yeah, that's cute. That's definitely cute, right, y'all? Y'all like it? Oh, that's cute, guys. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I mean, I had no doubts that I was gonna like this collection and like the products in the collection, but I mean, this is seeming like something that I might really reach for like all the time. Y'all know I have a lot of makeup. I have a lot of makeup. This is the truth. But there are certain products that I don't really, you know, revisit. So I'm also kind of like a makeup collector, so I like keeping a lot of my makeup, but there's only certain things that I will keep using. I'll put into like a frequently used drawer because it's something that I want to always reach for, or know I have the option to reach for if I actually have something to do or somewhere to go. And I feel like this palette might just make it into the pile. That's how I'm feeling about it. And I just added a little more of the deeper pink tone there because I felt like I was losing her, but that's what we got. I'm gonna show you guys a close-up of the look and we gonna wrap this video up. All right, babe, so that wraps it up for today's video. I actually am filming 2 intros and 2 outros because I don't know which one's gonna be my favorite once I get in editing. Like, I can't really tell when I'm looking at it like right here, and I gotta see them back to back to decide. But whatever you looking at right now, what's my favorite, girl? Y'all know we had to spruce it up, put on our earrings, you know, get a little cute. But yes, if you guys do not follow Vanessa, make sure you guys do. Vanessa, congratulations, beautiful. So happy for you with your first collab with JUVIA'S place. So if you guys like this video, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Comment below, let me know what you thought. Please let me know which look was your favorite in the comments. And if you have not yet, please make sure that you hit subscribe below, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.